Hello everyone. So in this lecture we'll see the hash diagram of a given POSET. Okay, so let us begin with the hash diagram, guys. So hash diagram is a diagram for finite POSETs. Hash diagram. So hash diagram is a diagram for, we can say that we can construct a diagram that is known as hash diagram for a finite POSET. For a finite POSET. So let us consider, guys, let us consider a directed graph. Consider a directed graph for a partial ordering that is given as a comma b such that a is less than equals to b on the set 1 2 3 4, isn't it? So let us consider a diagram. Let's say a is related to b. We can say that a is related to b if a is less than equals to b and the set is given as 1 2 3 4. So we can say that here, yes, we can say that 1 will be related with, we can say that 2, 2 will be related with 3, 3 will be related with 4 because 3 is less than equals to 4. Similarly, we can say that 1 is related with itself, 2 is related with itself, 3 is related with itself, 4 is related with itself because 4 is less than equals to itself. Similarly, we can say that if 1 is related with 2, so we can say that and 2 is related with 3. Also here we can see that 1 is related with 3. So also we can say that 1 is related with 4. So this will be the digraph, or we can say that directed graph of the given partial ordering or POSET, isn't it? Now you only tell me, here we can say that yes, this one is a partial order. We can say that partial ordering is there because this is reflexive. All self loops are there. If 1 is related to 2, then 2 is not related with 1 unless 1 is equals to 2. Similarly, we can say that 1 is related with 2, 2 is related with 3, so 1 is related with 3, that is transitivity. Also 1 is related with 3, 3 is related with 4, so 1 is related with 4. So here we can say that some self loops are there and some transitive edges are there. So these are the self loops. And next one we can say that these are the transitive edges. Yes or no? Now you only tell me in the relation, yes, we can say that the relation is what? Reflexive, and it's a directed graph have self loops, isn't it? Consequently, we do not have to show these loops because they must be present, isn't it? So in the hash diagram, there is no need to represent these self loops. By default, if it is POSET, so we can say that it will be reflexive. So there is no need to represent the self loops, isn't it? So let us consider, this was the figure A. Let us consider figure B. So here remove all the self loops. So it becomes what? We can say that 1 is related with 2, 2 is related with 3, 3 is related with 4. Also we can say that 1 is related with 3 and 1 is related with 4. So yes, we removed all the self loops because yes, it is a partial order. So by default we can say that it will be reflexive. Third one also, because the partial ordering is transitive, so we can say that we do not have to show those edges that must be present because of transitivity, isn't it? So remove these transitive edges because these are both transitive. One is related with 2, 2 is related with 3, so 1 is related with 3, that is by default. Similarly, 1 is related with 3, 3 is related with 4, so 1 related to 4, that is also transitive edge. So I am removing these transitive edges as well. So now our diagram becomes this one. 1 to 2, 2 is related with 3, 3 is related with 4, isn't it? Also, yes, we will assume that the direction is upward always. So there is no need to yes represent the direction explicitly. So remove the direction as well. By default, we assume that the direction is upward. So our diagram will be like that or not? Yes. So we can say that this is our required Hess diagram, isn't it? That is the Hess diagram. So we will draw Hess diagram for posets, isn't it? So remove all reflexive edges as well as transitive edges and remove the direction as well. So we can say that that will be the what? Yes, your Hess diagram, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. So write down one example. Let us consider. Let us consider. Yes, first question. Let's say draw the Hess diagram representing the partial ordering, representing the partial ordering A comma B such that A divides B. On the set, we can say that that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12. So we can say that, yes, first to draw the digraph, let's say. So we can say that what will be the digraph? Yes, A divides B, then only there will be a relation, isn't it? A divides B, then that ordered pair will be the, yes, inside the diagram, isn't it? So we'll see the directed graph first or digraph. 1 will divide 2, 1 will divide 3, isn't it? Similarly, we can say that 2 will divide 4, 4 will divide 8. Similarly, 3 will divide 6 and 6 will divide 12. So you can see in the path, let's say 3 divides 6, 6 divides 12. So we can say that this is poset. So we can say that if 3 divides 6, 6 divides 12. So 3 must be divided 12. So in any path, you can say that any lower element must divide every element in the path upper levels, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. Similarly, we can say that 2 divides what? 2 divides 6. Also 4 divides 12, isn't it? Similarly, yes, we can say that because of reflexive, everyone will divide itself. So all self loops will be there. Yes or no? All self loops will be there or not? Yes, so we can say that all self loops will be there. And also we can say that it is transitive as well. So transitive pairs will also be there. So one is related with 3, 3, one is related with 3, 3 is related with 6. So we can say that one related will with 6 as well. One will be related with 4 as well. Yes, similarly we can say that 2 will be related with 12 and 1 will be related with 12, isn't it? Also we can say that 1 will be related with 8, 2 will be related with, we can say that 2 will be related with 8 and so on, isn't it? Okay. Also 3 will be related with, we can say that 12, isn't it? So you can see all these pairs will be there. Okay. So transitive as well as self loops, isn't it? That will be the directed graph, or we can say that that is the diagram. I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? Okay, moving to the next one, you only tell me. Yes, moving to the next one. Yes, for Hess diagram, what should do? Yes, we can do. Yes, we can remove all the self loops as well as transitive pairs as well as direction. So this becomes one related with 2, then one is related with 3, 3 is related with 6, 6 is related with 12. Similarly, 2 divides 4, 4 divides 12, and 4 divides 8. Yes or no? So as well as 2 divides 6. So that will be the Hess diagram. So you can see in any path, you can see, let's say one path 1, 2, 4, 12. So every lower element will divide every upper element. In the path 1, 2, 4, 12, 2 will divide 4 as well as 12. 1 will divide 2 as well as 4 as well as 12. Similarly, let us take one more path 1, 3, 6, 12. So every lower element will divide every upper element. 3 will divide 6 as well as 12. Because why? Because this is the poset, and yes, we can say that the transitive edges as well as self loops could have been in the, yes, digraph or directed graph, isn't it? Okay. So we can say that all we can say that that will be the Hess diagram corresponding to any poset. So just remove self loops and transitive edges in the directed graph, then you will get the Hess diagram, and remove the direction as well, isn't it? Because we can say that as we remove the upward direction, so default direction of edges in Hess diagram is upward only, isn't it? Remember this one. Direction is upward. Upward means one is related with two, isn't it? So be careful. Also, one more thing you can observe here. I already told you that two elements A and B, let's say A and B, are comparable if either A is related with B or B is related with A. So here we can see in any path you can take any path. Let us take 2 and 12. So 2 and 12 in the one path, 1, 2, 4, 12. So guaranteed 2 will divide 12. So we can say that these are comparable. Either 2 divides 12 or 12 divides 2. If one is correct, then we can say that that is comparable. So we can say that in the same path, yes, whatever be the number of elements, all these elements will be comparable. And let's say, yes, any element on the corner, let's say 4 and 6. So we can say that 4 and 6, these are the on the corners. So we can say that 4 and 6, these are not comparable. Neither 4 divides 6 nor 6 divides 4. Similarly, 2, 3, these are also not comparable. Neither 2 divides 3 nor 3 divides 2. Isn't it? So we can say that we can find out the elements which are comparable or not in the Hess diagram. Isn't it? Okay, I hope this one is clear to everyone. So write down one more problem. Let us consider second problem. How many number of edges are there in the Hess diagram of the following poset? One poset is given, yes, and the poset is one set is given, that is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 12, 36 on division. So that is on division. So we can say that, yes, just to try, keep the, we can say that prime numbers on lower levels, because the relation is division and prime numbers, or we can say that these are not divisible by anything other than 1 and itself. So 1 will divide 2, 1 will divide 5, 1 will divide 3. Similarly, 2 will divide 6, 6 will divide 12, 12 will divide 36, isn't it? Similarly, 3 will divide 6 and 5 will divide 10 and 2 also divides 10, isn't it? So that will be the Hess diagram. Some students will say, sir, yes, we can say that some students will say, sir, 2 also divides 12. So why not there is a as why? Because in the diagraph, or we can say the directed graph, that as was present, isn't it? So we can say that 2 to 12, the in the directed graph, that as was present, but that as was the transitive pair. That's why we removed that pair, and then only we get the Hess diagram. So by default we consider, yes, all the transitive pairs are there and all reflexive or self loops are there, but there is no need to represent transitive and self loops in the Hess diagram, because by default these are must, isn't it? Okay. So question can be asked like that, how many number of edges will be there? So we can say that in this particular Hess diagram, number of edges are how many? We can say that 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So we can say that number of edges in this particular Hess diagram are 9, isn't it? So here we can say that elements like we can say that on the corner which are not on the same path, let's say 3, 5, these are not on the same path, so these are not comparable, because neither 3 divides 5 nor 5 divides 3. But on the same path you can take any, let's say 2 and 10. Yes, these are on the same path, 1, 2, 10. So we can say that yes, 2 divides 10, because of that these are comparable, isn't it? Okay. So we can say that yes, is if we can say that, if let's say if any Hess diagram is containing only one chain, straight chain, there is no corners like that, so we can say that in that particular Hess diagram every pair of elements will be comparable, and these type of Hess diagrams are known as chain. So let us take one example on the chain. So let us consider, let's say, here can we say that this Hess diagram, this is for poset, whether it is toset or not? No. Why? Because toset is a poset in which every pair of elements is comparable, but here various pair you can see that these are not comparable. That's why this is not a toset. So let us consider one more example. Let us consider, let's say, question number 3. Find the number of edges. Find the number of edges in the Hash diagram of the following poset. Of the following poset. Yes, one set is given, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relation is given that less than equals to. Now you only tell me, so what will be the, yes, 1 is less than equals to 2, 2 is less than equals to 3, 3 is less than equals to 4, 4 is less than equals to 5. So number of, we can say that edges are, yes, 4, isn't it? Okay, now you can see here hash diagram is straight chain, isn't it? These type of hash diagrams are known as, yes, chains, isn't it? Now you only tell me, this is poset, you can see this is reflexive, antisymmetric as well as transitive. Now whether this is toset or not, total ordering or not, so we can say that here, yes, hash diagram contain only straight chain, so you can see every pair of element is comparable here. You take any, because all the elements lie on the same path. So we can say that let us consider any two elements. Let us consider, let's say 2 and 5. Yes, we can say that these are comparable. Why? Because 2 is less than equals to 5. So we can say that these are comparable. So here we can say that every pair of elements are comparable. You can take any pair of elements that will be compared. Either this one will be the less than equals to that one, or that one will be the less than equals to this one. Isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. So we can say that this is the chain, isn't it? These type of Hess diagrams are known as chains. Simply one path, straight chain is there. And for, we can say that from the chain we can conclude that is not a poset, that is tow set as well, isn't it? Totally ordered set as well. So if the chain is there, then we can say that that poset is not only poset, that is tow set as well. I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? Next one, so write down one note. Yes, you can write down one note. So you can say total ordering is called as chain also because its Hess diagram is chain like structure. Because its Hess diagram is chain like structure, isn't it? Okay, so write down next example. Let us take next one. Show that Dn on division is not a toset, where Dn represents what? Divisors of n. Divisors of n. So remember, if it is a toset, so we can take any value of n for that value, and every time it must be toset. If one counter example is there, then we can say that this is not a toset in general, isn't it? So let's say, yes, n value 16, that is D16. So we can say that 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. So we can say that D16, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. So here we can say that what will be the Hess diagram? Yes, we can say that 1 will divide 2, 2 will divide 4, 4 will divide 8, 8 will divide 16. So we can say that this is the straight chain, isn't it? So we can say that this poset is not only poset, this one is toset as well. Divisors of 16s are 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. Let us take one more value of n. Let's say n value is 20. So we can say that this is 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20, isn't it? Now you only tell me. No, so we can say that 1 will divide 2 and 1 will divide 5. Try to keep the, we can say that prime numbers, or we can say that on lower places, lower levels. Why? Because prime numbers are not divisible by other than itself and 1, isn't it? So we can say that 2 will divide 4 and 5 will divide 10, as well as 2 will divide 10 and 20 will be divided by 10 and 4 will divide 20, isn't it? So that will be the Hess diagram, isn't it? So we can say that yes, Hess diagram is there. So we can say that this one is a poset but not toset, poset but not toset. Why? Because we can say that various pair of elements you can see. Let us consider, let's say 4 and 10. So 4 and 10 are not comparable because neither 4 divides 10 nor 10 divides 4, isn't it? But we can say that in case of chain, every pair of elements is comparable, isn't it? So in general, we can say that Dn on division is not a toset, isn't it? Because every time we are not getting the chain, sometimes we can see the Hess diagram like that, in which corners are there, or that there won't be any single path, single chain is not there. So in general, we can say that Dn on, yes, division is not always toset, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay, moving to the next one, let us consider next example. Consider the following poset. Consider the following poset. What is the poset? Let's say power set of set S on subset operation. So let us consider n value equals to 1. That means set contains only one element. So power set will contain two elements, that is phi and 1. Power set is a set of all subsets. So what will be the Hess diagram? We can say that yes, this will be the Hess diagram. Phi is a subset of 1. So number of edges will be how many? We can say that number of edges will be only 1. Now let us consider n value equals to 2. That means our set contains two elements. Now total 4 subsets will be there. So power set will contain 4 elements, that is phi, 1, then we can say that 2 and 1 comma 2, isn't it? Now you only tell me, yes, what will be the, yes, we can say that Hess diagram. So we can say that phi is a subset of 1, phi is a subset of 2, and 1 is a subset of 1 comma 2, and 2 is a subset of 1 comma 2. Yes, phi is also a subset of 1 comma 2, but that is transitively, and transitive edges are removed in the Hess diagram. But logically we can assume yes, phi will be the, yes, subset of 1 comma 2, that is by default, because transitive pairs are by default here, self loops are by default here, so no need to represent them explicitly in the Hess diagram. That is the meaning. Okay, so here we can say that number of edges will be how many? So we can say that number of edges equals to 4 only, isn't it? Okay, write down next one. Let's say n value equals to 3. So let's say S contains 3 elements, 1, 2, 3. So power set will contain, yes, 8 elements, because this set contains, yes, 8 subsets. 1, 2, then 3, then 1, 2. Then we can say that 1, 3, then 2, 3. That is 1, 2, 3. Isn't it? So yes, we can see here what will be the Hess diagram. Yes, here you can assume the Hess diagram in the, yes, 3D structure, like let's say 1, that is 5, that is 3, that is 2, that is 1, 3, that is 2, 3. So we can say that here this one is 1 comma 3, and this one will be the 1, 2, 3. Yes or no? So here we can see, here, yes, we can see here, you can observe that phi is a subset of 1, phi is a subset of 3, phi will be subset of 2, Similarly, yes, we can say that here, yes, this is 2 and 1 will be the subset of 1 comma 2. This is 1 comma 2. And second one, we can say that this 3, 1 and 3 will be the subset of 1 comma 3. This is 1 comma 3. And here we can say that 2 and 3 will be the subset of 2 comma 3. This is 2 comma 3. And 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 2 comma 3, all these will be the subset of 1 comma 2 comma 3, isn't it? So that will be the hash diagram of the following power set. So here we can say that number of edges will be how many? Number of edges you can count here in this particular hash diagram, that will be 12 only, isn't it? So here for power set we can say that if the relation is subset, so we can say that here, yes, the formula is what we can say that number of edges in the hash diagram of power set of a set, we can say that S which has cardinality equals to n is equals to n into 2 raised to power n minus 1. So for example, let's say consider the case third. In case third, n value is 3. So put in the formula 3 into 2 raised to power 3 minus 1, that will be 3 into 2 raised to power 2. So 3 into 4, we can say that 12 will be the correct answer. But remember guys, this formula is specifically on the power set and on the relation subset, isn't it? So yes, we can say that that will be the formula, isn't it, for power set on the relation subset, isn't it? So that's all about, we can say that hash diagram. Easily you can represent the hash diagram for any finite poset, and also you can check whether this poset is a toset or not. If it is straight chain, then we can say that this is not only poset, that is toset as well. So that's all we can say that about the hash diagram. Now in the next lecture we'll see extremal elements of the hash diagram, let's say maximal and minimal elements, greatest and least elements. Then we'll see what is the upper bound and lower bound of a set of elements, and then we'll see what is least upper bound and what is greatest lower bound. All these things I will cover in the next lecture. I hope this one is clear to everyone. And after that, in the next lecture we'll see the lattices, isn't it? Oh, okay guys, thank you so much.